two sides and an angle to work everything else out. Let's say that this angle is equal to 40 degrees. This side over here is equal to 10 centimeters. This side over here is equal to, let's make that a bit bigger, let's make that 12 centimeters. What is side A equal to? Well, all we're going to do in this case is we're going to use this formula, particularly the first formula that I dealt with. A squared is equal to B squared minus 2BC sine A, which means that A is equal to square root of B squared, which is going to be 12 squared, which is 144, plus C squared, which is 100, minus 2 times B, which is 12, times C, which is 10, multiplied by sine of A, which is 40 degrees. That's going to equal square root of 144 plus 100 is 244, minus 2 times 12 is 24, times 10 is 240, sine of 40, which I can just plug into my calculator to give me an answer of 2 square root 244 minus 240 sine 40 is going to equal 9.47 units, rounded off to 2 decimal places. So it's 9.47 centimeters. This is just a simple application of the cosine rule, of the cos rule. We can use this cos rule to calculate the other two angles. Alternatively, we could use the sine rule, which we've done already. Now let us take a look at the area rule. The area rule states that the area of triangle ABC is given by a half side A times side B sine C, or a half AC sine B, or a half BC multiplied by sine of A. Notice that the area rule, as well as the cos rule that we've done and the sine rule, are all very easy to memorize, and it follows a very specific type of pattern. I want you to remember these three rules, especially with regards to the calculations we will be doing in the next tutorial. Let us have a quick look at the proof of the area rule before having a go at an exercise. We are now going to take a look at the area rule. The area rule says that in any triangle ABC, if I am trying to calculate the area of the triangle, it is going to be given by a half AB sine of C, or a half BC sine of A, or a half AC sine of B. Depending on what information I have, I can use either of these three formulas to calculate the area of any triangle. Let us look at an application of that. If I've got a triangle that has triangle ABC, A has an angle of 100 degrees. Side A we don't know. We've got side B, which is 10 centimeters. Actually, that's going to be side C, and side B I'm going to make that 8 centimeters. How do we work out the area of this triangle? All we're going to do is we are going to say area is equal to a half AB sine C. However, we've got angle A, So we can say rather a half BC. We've got side B, we've got side C, sine A, which is equal to a half times B, which is 8, times C, which is 10, multiplied by sine of 100. A half times 8 times 10 is equal to 40 sine of 100, which is equal to 39.39 or 39.4 centimeters squared. You have to put units squared or centimeters squared depending on what's given. If I only gave it to you as 10, you're going to say 39.4 units squared. In this case I gave you centimeters, so you are going to say centimeters squared. And that is the area of this triangle. I want you to now have a go at the following exercise using everything we have done in this tutorial. Press pause on your DVD player, and when you return, we'll go through it together. The first example I gave you to do gave you triangle ABC with angles A given as 80 degrees, angle C given as 30 degrees, and side C given as 12 units. I want you to calculate the remaining angle B as well as side A and side B. To calculate B, you don't have to use any of the cos rule, sine rule or area rule. You simply have to find B. Now we know that the interior angles of a triangle add up to 180 degrees. That means to get B, we'll just subtract our remaining two angles, which is going to be 70 degrees. The next thing we are going to be looking at is side A. Now side A we can use the sine rule to get. Remember, side A is opposite angle A. That means that A over sine of A, which is sine of 80 degrees, is going to equal 12 over sine of 30 degrees. That means that A is equal to 12 over sine 30. Now sine 30 is equal to a half. 12 divided by a half is 24. To get rid of the sine 80, which is our denominator on our left hand side, we multiply it. So we'll multiply the 24 by sine of 80, which means that A is equal to 24 times sine 80, which is equal to 23.64 units. Rounded off to 2 decimal places. To get side B, we can say B over sine B, which is 70 degrees, is equal to, again, 12 over sine 30, which is 24. Which means that B is equal to 24 sine of 70, which is equal to 22.55 units. Rounded off again to 2 decimal places. And that is side A, B and C calculated. B is 22.55 and A is 23.64. The next thing that I asked you to do, I said calculate the area of triangle ABC. To get the area, all we need to do is area is equal to a half AB, which is a half, times 23.64 times B, which is 22.55, sine of C, which is 30 degrees.